My name is John Mon. What's going on here? This is the CS2 shotguns tier list. All right, man, we made it. I know a few of you saw my last video, and there's a couple of haters over there, but that was my first time, dibbling and dabbling over into this tier list style of making videos where you rank items or whatever the hell you want on a tier list and talk about it. It's my first time ever doing it, and I wasn't even in the state. This time we're back in the state, back in the setup, and I think I'm feeling it, man. We're gonna rank the shotguns today of CS2. Basically, the order of this, it's pretty simple. We're using guns, they're killing people in CS2. Some of them are good at it, some of them are just all right, but they'll still kill them. And some of them, they just won't. There's something wrong with the guns, and they're unusable, inferior to the others. But if they're not like that, they're usable and they'll at least get a kill and they're good at it. But some guns are the ones that you want to use. There's only a certain few of those that are SS tier. Let's basically rank these and then you can see what I mean. We'll start off with the Mag 7. Now this thing's a chunker, man. This thing can hurt you. This thing could really hurt you, but it's not SS tier. I don't even think it's S tier. This thing is a flat A tier. It'll get the job done. Oh, yes, it will. This thing is a shotgun, obviously. And the best use case for this gun, and it's just about the only use case, is to hang out as a CT, because you can't buy it on T side, in a corridor, behind a thresholder, in some corner, and you wait, and you hopefully are close range, and you just try and shoot them right in the head and kill them. That's it. That's your goal. One shot to the head, kill a few bad guys. If you can kill five, you probably feeling like you gotta clip that, 'cause that's crazy. This thing only has 5 bullets in the magazine. It's not a typical shotgun where you're reloading shots, you're reloading bullets into the chamber. There's an actual magazine for this shotgun, so you reload all five at once. Stats wise, this is one of the better shotguns, but it still doesn't stack up to the guns of the game, and you wouldn't really want to be picking this in any other scenario other than a eco round. This is a $1,300 gun, and as like all shotguns, you get $900 as a kill bonus, so you almost pay for itself back after one kill. After two kills, you've earned its money back and then some. So this is pretty efficient for that. Price is low enough. I want to put it up to S tier, but you just it's not strong enough. With only doing how much to the head does it do on armored guys? Yeah, not enough. I mean, you will get one shot headshots, but its range is so much lower than regular guns. You're not going to even be able to work with it. With a range modifier of 0.45, an accurate range of 2 meters, after that, after being 2 meters is basically the height of a model laid down. So you're talking about right in front of you is about the only distance you can get a kill. And it's already like half of the damage, which is a full headshot kill. It does about 128 to a armored opponent's head. And with a range model of 0.45 in that range, it quickly drops off. Quickly. Go try this thing out. You're not going to get too many long shots with this thing, if any. And for that reason, man, it just doesn't stack up in this game where you're shooting across maps with AKs and one tapping people. But it does have its purpose. It isn't broken. So I'll leave it there at A tier. Next, I've got the sawed off in my hands. And if I had this in my hands, I wouldn't be alive, man. This thing is inferior. You can't even use this. I can't believe it's still in the game, man. This gun, mm-mm. Everything about the Mag 7 is perfect. It's designed for one specific purpose, and it can affirmatively do that. The sawed off, however, has a similar purpose. you're not really gonna hold angles with this thing because you're gonna buy it on T side, and for that reason, you're gonna be peaking angles more often than not and trying to take people out of cover. And it's not actually good at that. Unfortunately, believe it or not, it actually can't do that at all. The problem with this gun is the range, like most shotguns, but as well, the pellet spread. The pellet spread on this gun is larger than all the other shotguns. And for that reason, you almost always miss. Even if you're the range on this thing is a little more than the Mag 7 at 4.6 meters, and the range modifier is the exact same at 0.45. But the pellet spread is where you lose everything. And after you shoot that gun, man, your bullets go left, they go right, they go up, and they go down. And if you're lucky, one of the 8 pellets that comes out of this thing goes forward and hits their head. And it's already not going to do a headshot, one shot headshot. So it already fails. You're running around the corner, you shot him in the head, and he survived. And you can't get a second shot off after the first second. This thing has a fire rate of about 70, which means a little bit faster than one shot per second. And that AK with a 600 RPM isn't going to hold back while you're cocking that second shot back. That you perfectly aimed at his head at a close distance, and almost all the pellets hit, but he still survived. You're going to die with this thing. Don't buy it. The next thing I want to rank here is the Nova shotgun. This thing is not the best. This thing is not the best. This thing is A tier. It's it's you know what? Sometimes it's a little better than the Mag 7 for accuracy, but that's about it. It's not any stronger. It's a lot weaker actually. With a similar damage but a higher range modifier. This thing is a lot better to use at range, but it doesn't really get the job done the same. It does it in a different manner. It has a better range, but it has a lot lower damage. So you're basically using the same thing. And all said and done, all factors considered, it's worse. It is worse. The higher end of A tier, you'd put the Mag 7. The lower end, you'd put the Nova. Because, well, I mean, if you want to consider price, it is a little cheaper, but doesn't matter, man. It's just you're paying for less. And maybe sometimes as a CT, that extra 250 that you'd have to spend to get the Mag 7, it'll be worth it because you can almost guarantee you'll get a kill with this. This thing you can be pretty close, hit him in the head, but it's just such a weak shotgun. It has a base damage of 50 to an armored opponent. You're not gonna get anything done with that. That can be, if you can get just outside of the kill range or the lethal range, you're talking about a 3 shot headshot with this thing to an armored opponent. It can get like that, man. The Nova's all right. Up close, it does the job. It's a lot more accurate, and I'll give it that, man. It's not bad at all. It does what it's supposed to. And it has the 900 kill reward. So you pay 1,000, you get 1 kill. You've just about paid for it just by getting a kill. How can you lose? It's not a bad gun. It's all right, though. Next, I got the XM1014. This thing is broken, man. This thing is the best fucking gun in the game, man. I don't know what happened to this thing, but this thing. Okay, let's just speak to what this is. Every shotgun so far basically has a fire rate around 60 shots per minute, 70 shots per minute, within that range. You're gonna shoot it, you're gonna cock back, and then you can shoot again. For some reason, when they made this gun though, that wasn't in mind. This is an auto shotgun, so you can really hurt somebody with this thing. This thing can dose out 170 shots per minute, so it's 3 times faster than the Mag 7 at shooting. But the damage is higher. Can you believe that, man? The range is the same, but the damage is higher. How can you do stuff like that, man? How can you get this kind of a gun in a game that's all about skill? Man, this thing turns off the skill. You you can finally, with a shotgun, run and gun. It's got decent accuracy, decent running speed. It'll get you there. You won't be running too fast with this thing, though. It's not that good for running speed. It's only 215, so it's like holding a Negev out, but it's fine. It's fine. You'll still get there. And you'll be blasting their face off the whole time. Wherever they go, you'll shoot them. This thing also has the benefit that if you reload a pellet, you can almost shoot it as soon as it gets in the chamber. So you take a shot, put a pellet in, shoot again. Take a shot, shoot a pellet in. Granted, you're at zero, shoot again. As soon as that bullet gets in there. And that can be very useful in certain situations where you're peeking, someone's shooting you, you're behind thin cover, get that bullet right back in there. You can peek right back out and, pop them, then go right back to cover and rinse and repeat. It's one of those type of things. There's no other gun you can really use like that. The Nova's fine to do that with, but you can't shoot the bullets as fast. So, along with having to put the bullet in, you have to cock it, and that takes a whole hell of a lot of time. This thing you don't even have to cock. As soon as the bullet's in there, I don't know how the gun really works, but it can shoot it. That's how it works. And it can, oh my God, dude. This thing is an AK-47, man. If you're at close distance, but still some distance, not going to be able to do this from long range, but you can pretty much one shot headshot the guys. One shot headshot with the fucking XM. As long as they're softened up a little bit. This thing, I kind of brushed over it, but I said the damage is higher on this thing. It actually isn't. Base damage per pellet, it's 80 to a unarmored opponent. To an armored opponent, it's 60. But you gotta remember, the spread on this thing is a lot tighter. So as long as two of those pellets are hitting, boom, one shot headshot at a decent range, man. This thing is the one. It is the S tier gun. No, no, no. S tier. It is above the S class. It is above the good guns. It is the go-to gun. If you're gonna put any of these in your loadout, I would only put the auto shotgun. Maybe the mag or the Nova. Either or. Only maybe. But definitely put the XM1014. That gun, you can take that thing with you forever, man. I've had one of these. It's my oldest skin, man. As sad as it is to say, the XM1014 is one of my oldest skins. I'm taking a look at this list, man. I'm kind of having second thoughts on putting the Mag 7 down there at A tier. I want to put it up to S tier just to fill out the list and flesh it out, but nah. Let's not give it too much credit. It doesn't even deserve it. You've gotten headshots with that thing and done 99, man. That's not fair. That's not fun. Let's not even give it credit. It's good. It's all right. That's it. Sawed off, man. Don't buy that thing unless you're trolling. Don't even put that in your loadout, man. If you have skins for that, sell them all. XM, definitely top tier. Yeah. This is my list, guys. I'm gonna have to go on and hate it again. I mean, I made it for you just to hate. It looks good, though. This is a fair list. Some people get upset, but that's the point. Anyways, guys, I hope you like this stuff. I'm going to make as much videos as I can in the upcoming future tier list videos. We're going to make some content, talking about some of the Counter-Strike things that are going on in the scene in the internet communities. Maybe make some other sort of videos, checking out maps, maybe surfing. I'm up to anything at this point, man. I'm trying to get back into the YouTube grind, as they say, pumping out content. But if you want to check that stuff out, make sure you subscribe. You'll see me. Take it easy.